Imagine this. You're scrolling through your phone, passing through endless posts of people traveling the world, driving luxury cars, living the kind of life you only dreamed of. And there you are, still stuck in the same routine, watching others thrive. Why, are you still here? Why haven't you started yet? And, more importantly, why are you letting time slip away? Does that sting a little? It should, because you're wasting your time. And time, once gone, never comes back. Then, follow up with, we've all been there. We've all wasted time scrolling, dreaming, and wishing. But the difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is simple. It's the ones who stop wishing and start acting. How many times have you found yourself staring at the screen, seeing someone else's success, and telling yourself, that could have been me, and yet, here you are, still stuck? Let that guilt fuel your hunger for change. Encourage them to type in the chat, if it's a live session, or to themselves, I am ready to change. This will give them a sense of commitment. Feel that regret? Good, because it's the first step towards something greater. You can't change unless you first acknowledge where you are. Begin with a deep dive into the statistics. Over 90% of people who start something, whether it's a business, a fitness journey, or a personal project, will quit within the first 3 months. Real life example. Talk about people who were on the brink of quitting but didn't, e.g. Steve Jobs getting fired from Apple, Oprah Winfrey's early career rejection, J.K. Rowling's countless rejections. The problem of instant. Discuss how instant gratification has taken over our lives, especially with social media. We've been trained to expect instant results. We think success should be fast and easy. But the reality is, nothing worth having comes quickly. And gave up because they weren't seeing results fast enough. Ask them to write down their reasons for quitting, and then have them think about how that decision impacted their long-term goals. Discuss how fear of failure and being stuck in the comfort zone trap so many people. When was the last time you did something that scared you? When was the last time you risked failure? If you can't answer that, then I'm sorry to say, but you're staying in your comfort zone, and that's why nothing is changing. Story. Talk about Michael Jordan's first high school basketball team rejection and how it became a source of motivation. Interactive exercise. Have the audience write down 3 fears they have about pursuing their dreams. Then, guide them on how to reframe these fears as opportunities for growth. For example, failure isn't the end. It's the lesson that will make you stronger. Dive into the concept of discipline and how most people confuse motivation with action. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. But discipline? Discipline is what gets you up in the morning when you don't feel like working, when the couch is calling your name. Discipline is the difference between those who win and those who quit. Begin with the concept of mindset, how your mindset determines your success. Discuss the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. If you have a fixed mindset, you'll believe you're either good at something or not. But if you have a growth mindset, you'll understand that every skill can be learned and every failure is just a lesson in disguise. Real life example. Discuss the story of how a renowned entrepreneur built their empire by focusing on learning from every setback. Building resilience. Explain how resilience plays a huge role in success. It's not about how hard you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. And every time you do, you get stronger. Exercise. Have your audience write down a setback they recently faced, then guide them through how they can turn that into a strength. For example, if someone failed an exam, the takeaway could be to work harder, study smarter, or find a new way to approach studying. Creating clear, achievable goals, SMART goals. Discuss how setting SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, is crucial for success. If your goal isn't specific, you won't know what to do. If it's not measurable, you won't know when you've achieved it. If it's not achievable, you'll set yourself up for disappointment. But if it's relevant and time-bound, you'll give yourself the clarity and the urgency to succeed.